Hey guys, I'm making this video today, and we're gonna talk about EA, and generally, we're gonna talk about EA and the Star Wars franchise. And in this video, I'm going to rant because EA, and I know I've talked about them before, and many other YouTubers have talked about them, and this has been going on for quite a long time. I still prefer, because I'm an OG Star Wars player. Uh, if you don't know what OG stands for, it stands for old gamer. I prefer the original Battlefronts as opposed to uh, these new Battlefronts. I think the fact, okay, Battlefront 2 had a single player campaign, okay, but there was no conquest mode. The original Battlefront and Battlefront 2 had conquest mode, and conquest mode is awesome. Everybody still wants conquest mode, and you're just not giving it to them. You're adding microtransactions. You gave us the trailer for the new Battlefront 2, said it was going to have a new single player campaign, blah, 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 blah. Um, and the fact that you're canceling another open world uh, Star Wars game diminishes my faith in you, EA, even more. The fact that you're continuously just trying to get money out of people with microtransactions and paywalls, and let's face it, the last game, or the last good game that came out was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the MMORPG, which was made by BioWare. If you remember Knights of the Old Republic, the original, the OG Knights of the Old Republic, and the OG Knights of the Old Republic 2. Uh, I still have Knights of the Old Republic 2 for my PC, by the way. I kind of want to play that again. But that was the only uh, good game that came out. I forget the year. I think it was 2011, I believe. Um, that was a big year for MMOs. I remember you had Knights of the Old Republic became an MMORPG. Lord of the Rings had its own MMORPG. It was a big year for MMORPGs, and it was a big year for WoW also, which that is also another really cool MMORPG. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. EA needs to, they're trying to continuously get money from you, and it's really they're basically trying to milk the customer dry, and we haven't gotten many games from EA, and EA has a 10-year contract with Disney has a 10-year contract with EA and vice versa. And this has been an issue for a long time, and a lot of people have discussed it. It's nothing new. Um, I think it's safe to say that this company, EA, you were really great back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s, and the 2000s, but I think it's safe to say, sadly, the harsh reality is that you don't care about making quality games anymore. you just care about money and the bottom line. All you care about is, you put microtransactions in your game, making as much money as possible, and, investors and executives and, they don't care if they run Electronic Arts into the ground. But I think it's time for EA to step down and say, we need somebody else to take over this game franchise, because they worked on the original Battlefronts and they did a marvelous job. But these new Battlefronts, with all of these microtransactions and trying to continuously milk your wallets dry, it's not a good business practice. And the days of going to Play and Trade or GameStop, or whatever brick and mortar store, are gone, because you can just buy the microtransactions digitally in the game. So the days of you going to a Play and Trade or a GameStop or whatever the case may be are gone, and just buying the game for $60 and having the whole game there. There's microtransactions, there's DLC, and it's a business practice that is basically designed to continuously milk your wallets dry, and it is so wrong. And I can't even begin to tell you how much I despise where the gaming industry is going. I despise microtransactions with a passion. I have for a long time. And I know where the gaming industry is going, and I don't like the direction. I understand also too that cloud gaming is also a direction. And that's probably coming sooner than later. But I'll save that for another video. But the fact that, I think this game, it's safe to say, and the writing is definitely on the wall, is that EA needs to give this license, give the Star Wars license to another developer. I was very upset when Visceral Games shut down, because it meant that this, like, Star Wars 1313, that Star Wars 1313 looked amazing. It looked like, open world RPG, and I totally, from the trailer, from everything that we saw, and then, boom, they just straight up said, no, you're not getting it. Sorry. Boo hoo hoo, we don't care. And how many people, I feel bad, how many people pre-ordered that game and they didn't get their money back. They didn't even get their money back. And it's so bad what EA is doing. So I honestly and genuinely think that this license, this franchise, needs to be handed over to another game developer. And as far as Disney goes, with the 10-year contract with Electronic Arts, you need to get your asses out, and you need to do it now, before they take all your plans and they run your franchise into the ground. Because that's exactly what's about to happen. I'm not saying with your movies. I'm saying your game division, your company. EA needs to understand, if they can't develop a good open world Star Wars game, then maybe it's time for someone else to take the torch. And I hope someone else sees this video, and it's these videos that seem to be the most popular. Um, it's I just think that there's still time to save this. There's still time to save this franchise, but it's you have to do something now. Yes, EA's made great Star Wars games in the past, but we're not in the past. We're not in 2001. We're not in 2005. They made great Star Wars games then. 1999. But we're not in the past. We're in the here and now. So we need to focus on the here and now. And here and now, I don't see EA doing a very good job at all. As a matter of fact, they are doing a very poor job. And the fact that they're not trying to do an open world RPG single player experience, it saddens me. And a once great company is falling. And this has been going on for a long time, and I've talked about it before, and I'm sure I'm going to talk about it again. But I think it's going to be the either one or two things are going to happen. EA is going to go bankrupt and go under, or the Star Wars franchise is going to burn and never come back. So that's definitely going to be a sad day for the games anyway. I really think that Disney, you need to get a different developer. You need to get a different development team. EA can't do it. The 10-year contract. Do you really think they're going to come out swinging with games? How fast the movies are coming out each year? They're not like they used to be. They were so great, and now all they care about is money, and it's extremely sad. And guys, if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, please leave a like down below. Your comments are greatly appreciated all the time. I read them all, at least as many as I can. And have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. And I really, they need to find another development team, because, wow, this has been going on for a long time. And, I want to see a good Star Wars game, a single player experience, an open world experience, and I'm not the only one asking for this. And EA just doesn't care. Executives don't care. Investors don't care. It's just, we want money. It's all about the money. And every day, they wake up in the morning and it's like, how can we make more money? We were once a great company, but how can we make Star Wars fans hate us even more than they already hate us? It's a real shame. And so anyway, guys, have a great one. I encourage you to watch this video and any of my other content. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.